golokoka kitange yanjigiriza engeri y'okussaamu abantu ekitiibwa.
My father gave me a lot of information.
Kitange yampa obubaka bungi nnyo
about the area.
Eri ku kifo.
Now, I was also learning from my mother, from my father.
Nali njiga okuva mange n'eri kitange.
You, the young people,
abavubuka abato abali.
Who is your mentor?
Bannange ani gw'olabirako?
Your mentor should be your father.
Gw'olabirako alina kuba kitaawo.
Your mother.
Maama wo.
Some elders in the areas.
Abakadde oba abakulu mu bitundu.
I'm happy now.
Kati ndi musanyufu nti
Pastor Jefferson Okello and his wife.
Omusumba Jefferson Okello ne mukyala we.
They are mentoring you young people.
Bane bali mu kutendeka mu abato.
And that's why they have brought you here.
Ensonga lwaki era babaleese wano eno.
And that's why they have called some of us.
Ensonga lwaki bayise abamu ku ffe.
To come and talk to you.
Tujje twogereko gye muli.
The chairman of a whole division of Kira.
Chairman wa division namba ey'Ekira.
Is here.
Ali wano eno.
And he's telling you what have we not done right.
Ali mu kubuuza ki kye tutakoze ekituufu.
Let us start from there.
Bane katandikira awo.
The speaker was, when he was contributing,
speaker wabadde alina kyagaba naffe.
He mentioned so many things that we need to reflect on.
Ayogedde ku bintu bingi bye tulina okuteekako essira n'otutunuulira.
But the onus is within us.
Naye omugaso mu masekati gaffe.
Because how are we utilizing the young generation we have today?
Kakati tukozesa tutya omulembe omuto gwe tulina olwaleero.
We have a lot of things that are attracting them.
Tulina ebintu bingi ebiri mu basikiriza.
Most of them now you find them in the social media.
Era ebisinga byonna mubisanga na ku social media.
Now, social media have got two phases.
Kati social media erina phase bbiri.
The first phase.
Phase esooka.
Phase not phase. Phase.
Ekifaananyi obwenyi.
Erina ekifaananyi.
Obwenyi oba ekifaananyi ekisooka.
There are two.
Biri bibiri.
The first one.
Ekisooka.
It can build you.
Esobola okuzimba.
The second one.
Ekyokubiri.
It can destroy you.
Esobola okusanyaawo.
It can also promote you.
Esobola okukuza.
It can also give you what to do.
Ate esobola okuwa ekyokukola.
Others you can use it to destroy other people.
Abalala osobola okukozesa social media n'oyonoona banna abalala.
How are you using the social media?
Social media eyo ogikozesa otya?
Others are using it to make money.
Abalala bo bagikozesa okukola ssente.
What are you using it for?
Kati gwe ogikozesa ki?
To abuse people?
Kuvuma bantu.
To make money?
Kola ssente.
To promote yourself?
Oba kwetunda.
To promote the country?
Oba kuza eggwanga.
Those are the questions I put to the youth.
Byebibuuzo byempa eri abavubuka.
But for my side,
naye ku ludda olwange,
I'm one of the people who loves social media.
Nze omu ku bantu abakyasinze okwagala social media.
But I use it to transform the life of people.
Naye ngikozesa okukyusa obulamu bw'abantu.
I use it to promote God's work.
Ngikozesa okukulaakulanya omulimu gwa Katonda.
To promote the country.
Okukulaakulanya eggwanga.
Promote myself.
Era n'okwekulaakulanya nga nze.
And to promote my work.
Era n'okukulaakulanya emirimu gyange.
And also to advertise myself.
Era nange okwekubira akalango.
And in that way I get money.
Ate mu ngeri eyo ne nkola ssente.
Naye mmwe.
But you.
Mukikozesa mutya?
How do you use the social media?
Sometime you go on social media.
And you
find somebody abusing people from morning up to sunset. Is that how you make money? And you are saying there is no money? And yet on social media you cannot go there when you don't have money? So we need to redefine ourselves.
Youth and you pastors, let us develop the youth spiritually. Without spiritual development, this country, this nation, these youth, they are nowhere. And none will employ you when you don't have that spiritual development. When you are indisciplined, Unless we begin with developing these youth spiritually, because you will not be a good counselor. You will not be a good leader. You have had some parliamentarians being demoted, because of lack of the spiritual development. No one will employ a youth, will employ anyone who is indisciplined. Pastor will not entertain indisciplined members in the church. The council will not, the speaker of the council will not entertain an indisciplined councillor. Any company, any NGO will not allow any indisciplined person. So you remain alone unless when you develop spiritually. So that is part of your work, dear pastors and other religious leaders in this country. Because you not only stop on blaming the government, blaming ourselves and blaming everybody, but we should all get united. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Somebody give God praise for this honorable speaker. We are dealing with this church. We are dealing about, there's something that ended with which is so powerful. Before I bring it, the highest population in this country are the young people. Second, the highest population in Africa are the young people. And God is interested in the young people. And that's why God has allowed us as a country to have the young people, the youth. And I call them the blessed generation. The youth as the hope of a nation and the strength and the future of a family. And we call this meeting to empower the youth for community development and transformation. Because we know the legacy of any leader is dependent on the impact and the mentorship of the young people. And as a church, we are stepping into this not just as a message, but as a mission. Our mission is from the Lord to mentor the young people, to skill them, to empower them, and release them to transform our communities and transform this generation. Because they are a strong workforce that once we tap into them, the country will develop. And there will be peace from one corner of Kotido to Chisoro, and from Arua to Kampala. And that's why we, as a church, this is not just the first. We organize this monthly, and we are doing this all over the country, that we can bring them, mentor them, empower them in two pillars. This is what we do, two pillars. One, we're empowering them mentally. That is building their capacity, that any dream that they can dream, any vision they can think about, they still have the life and the time that once they are mentored rightly and they channel their strength rightly, they can become a force, a great force of development. Second, we are imparting character, which we call the moral character, which comes from the fear of the Lord. Because regardless of how talented you are as a young person, regardless of how visionary you are, without the fear of the Lord as your standard, you can never achieve anything. Because it is discipline. A disciplined desire leads you to a great destiny. And if you discipline your desire by embracing God, embracing the fear of the Lord, and embracing the love for God and the love for your country, nothing will be impossible. And as we say in Royal City, together we can, together we will, and together we must. Because with God we can, with God we will, and with God we must. God bless you, and let every youth in this country know that this country has you at heart, and as Jesus has you at heart. God bless you.